For many, Bill Bratton has become the face of policing in America, the man who drove down crime and crafted strategies for protecting us from terror attacks. But he's leaving amid controversy and a dramatic change in how communities view police. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer here now with that part of the story. Marcia.
Well, Maurice and Christine, Bill Bratton is a cop's cop. He started walking a beat in Boston 45 years ago and has had 2 terms as head of the NYPD. He quit the first time because he clashed with then-Mayor Rudy Giuliani, joking that Giuliani gave him the key to the city, then changed the locks. The reason he quit this time are more complicated and much more personal. Cheers from protesters greeted Police Commissioner Bill Bratton and his wife Ricky Kleeman as he walked out of City Hall after announcing his resignation. Admittedly, not the kind of exit strategy Bratton hoped for. Even though the reaction came from a small band of protesters who had been demanding his ouster, the song they sang as his car departed had to hit a nerve, a blunt reminder of the many problems he is leaving behind, from corruption to cop killings to the Black Lives Matter movement. By all accounts, Bratton chose to leave. He told the mayor on July 8th because he was seeking a normal life, sources said, a normal life with his wife, and a lucrative job with steady hours and weekends off. At 68, he apparently felt he had more yesterdays than tomorrows.
I'm leaving with reluctance. I wish I had more time chronologically to stay around for 3 or 4 years. I don't have that type of time.
While Bratton can point to strategies he developed, including reducing crime to historic lows, his tenure was marked by the Eric Garner chokehold case, which touched off and played into the national Black Lives Matter movement and the concern about police abuse in minority communities. On Bratton's watch, there was also tragedy. 4 cops were gunned down and corruption, but the mayor insisted that that was not the reason Bratton packed it in.
110% has nothing to do with this.
In New York City, Bratton has his supporters and his detractors.
It's a sad day. I follow his career from when he was here during the Giuliani administration, and he's one of the best.
Maybe things might be changed, you know, for the better.
I hope it's a step in a direction where the police will be a little bit more conscientious about treating people with respect.
Well, Brattons' new job is already official. He'll be joining the Teneo Company in New York City, a consulting firm that advises big companies about risk management. Bratton says the departure will be different than under Giuliani because he'll be leaving on friendly terms with the mayor and guesses that his key to the city will still work this time around.
That
Christine.
is key. What do you say his legacy would be, at least at this point, Marcia?
Well, I think that what he did do, and probably didn't get credit for, and it was certainly out of the spotlight, was change the training of police officers to make them more racially sensitive to the people that they covered. And also, believe it or not, it would have to do in the area of equipment. He made sure that his police had the best that you could possibly get. Not only, you know, bulletproof vests and the things that he's been announcing in the last few weeks, but they have special cars and special guns. And he has all kinds of like secret things that you can fight terrorism with that make New York City probably the best prepared city in the entire nation. You can attribute that to Bill Bratton.
Well, I know you'll have more on this at 6 o'clock, so
I sure will.
All right, Marcia, thank you.